Hi, these are my responses for Module 9. The first questions are, what is the web denial as described by Senator Harry Reid? The IPCC states that global warming is happening and is caused by humans, as stated by Bruhl and Roberts. Nearly all scientists, populations of people, and governmental systems will no longer debate these facts, except for the United States. Why do you think this is? Do you experience this denial in your everyday life? I said, I think nowhere else is debating the facts anymore but the United States because there are still divided opinions regarding climate change. We have people who are a part of the climate counter movement that support fossil fuels, whereas the other side would be scientists and their findings on climate change / who supports those ideas. We still have a gap in beliefs and cannot come to an agreement like other countries have thus far. Reid spoke about the web of denial as a type of thinking and socializing that promotes misinformation and ultimately delays action being taken towards climate change. It also says that people are sabotaging action being taken because they are protecting the fossil fuel industry. Senator Sheldon Whitehouse has delivered 142 speeches about waking up and acting on climate change. On the 143rd speech, it was a 2-day-long event with 17 other senators' speeches as well. This event represents public sociology, which is when you broaden your sociological understanding to let the public know about ethical and political concerns, such as they did. I will say I am guilty of experiencing this denial. Until this assignment, I did not know the last time I thought of or worried about climate change. I now realize that I should be more concerned about this issue because it is a huge deal and can be detrimental to our planet. This is our doing as humans, and it's ours to fix it. The second prompt asks, Kennedy and Hamdan pose a direct question with their article title. How do you answer their question? What were their findings? How complicated is your relationship with the environment? What are some solutions to the authors suggest? I said, I do not think what someone drives equates them to being a good person. Moreover, I see the argument made about their ignorance to our climate by driving a diesel truck. They pollute our air, yet so many people drive them around with zero concern. I do not think it is just truck drivers who are the issue, but society altogether. They bought that truck from somewhere, and diesel gas was supplied to them somewhere as well, so they are not all to blame when these things harmful to our climate are so easily accessible to them. Kennedy and Hamdan found that one of the biggest things we can do to protect our climate is to realize that we play a part in reproducing a hierarchy of environmentalism. They go on to talk about a lot of what we choose to buy heavily based around social class, stating that the upper class has tastes of freedom, freedom of economic constraint, whereas lower class has tastes of necessity. This determines many things that we buy environmentally. Some things that are better for the environment are too expensive for certain people and not for others, creating that social divide. My relationship with the environment is good, but it could be a lot better in many ways, such as not sitting with my car running a lot, recycling, and overall just taking better care of nature. Some solutions suggested by the authors are that we need to come to a consensus due to environmentalism being arranged by social class and political ideals. We need to stop worrying so much about what others are doing environmentally and come together as a society to tackle climate change and protect our planet. We have created such a divide that is making this issue much worse. Thank you, and that is all.